Module Overview. Every organization, whether a startup, multinational corporation, NGO, or government agency, requires a structure to operate efficiently. Without structure, there would be chaos, confusion, duplication of tasks, and a breakdown in communication and accountability. Organizational structure refers to the formal system of task and authority relationships that control how people coordinate their actions and use resources to achieve organizational goals. Organizational design, on the other hand, refers to the process of creating, evaluating, and modifying that structure. In this module, we will explore the foundations, models, types, components, benefits, and challenges of organizational structure and design. We'll examine both traditional and contemporary frameworks and how modern enterprises are shifting from rigid hierarchies to flexible, dynamic, and networked structures in response to globalization, digitalization, and innovation demands. Understanding organizational structure. Definition: Organizational structure is the framework that defines how tasks are divided, grouped, and coordinated within an organization. Key components: work specialization, division of labor; departmentalization, grouping of tasks and people; chain of command, line of authority; span of control, number of subordinates a manager oversees; centralization versus decentralization, decision-making authority; formalization, degree to which rules and procedures govern activities. Organizational design. What is organizational design? Organizational design is the intentional process of aligning the organization's structure with its mission, strategy, and environment. Steps in organizational design. Define goals and strategy. Determine required roles, functions, and relationships. Choose a structure that supports coordination and control. Adjust design as external conditions change. Common organizational structures. 1. Functional structure. Organizes employees based on specialization, e.g., marketing, finance, HR. Promotes efficiency and expertise. Risk: silo thinking, poor cross-department communication. 2. Divisional structure, organized by products, regions, or customers. Each division has its own functions, good for diversification and customer responsiveness. Third matrix structure, hybrid of functional and divisional. Employees report to 2 managers, one functional, one project-based. Enhances collaboration but causes role ambiguity and power struggles. 4. Team-based structure. Groups of employees work together across functions. Encourages flexibility, innovation, and speed. Requires strong communication and trust. 5. Network structure. Core firm outsources functions to other organizations. Highly flexible, cost-efficient. Coordination and control become challenging. 6. Flat versus tall structures. Tall, many layers of hierarchy, centralized decision-making. Flat, fewer levels, decentralized authority, and increased employee autonomy. Departmentalization, methods of grouping, functional, grouped by expertise, e.g., all accountants in one department. Product, each product line has its own team. Customer, based on different customer types, e.g., retail versus corporate. Geographic, based on location. Process, based on the stages of production or service delivery. Chain of command and authority. Chain of command, the unbroken line of authority that extends from top of the organization to the lowest echelon. Authority, right to give orders and expect obedience. Responsibility, duty to perform assigned tasks. Accountability, obligation to report and justify outcomes. Maintaining a clear chain of command helps prevent confusion and ensures that tasks are carried out effectively. Span of control, narrow span, fewer subordinates per manager, more control but more layers of management. Wide span, more subordinates per manager, Encourages autonomy but may lead to managerial overload. The optimal span depends on complexity of tasks, competence of employees, geographic dispersion, use of technology, centralization versus decentralization. Centralization. Decision-making at the top. Uniformity, tighter control, useful in crises or where consistency is key. Decentralization. Decision-making distributed to lower levels. Faster decisions, more responsiveness. Encourages innovation and employee empowerment. Modern firms often aim for a balance, centralizing where consistency is required and decentralizing for flexibility. Formalization. Highly formalized organizations. Extensive rules, procedures, and documentation. Low formalization, flexible, adaptive, fewer written rules. Highly formalized environments promote consistency but can suppress creativity. Low formalization promotes innovation but increases risk of inconsistency. Contemporary organizational designs. Virtual organizations. No physical location. Teams work remotely using digital tools. Agile and cost-effective. Challenges, culture building, communication gaps. Boundaryless organizations. Eliminate internal and external barriers. Seamless flow of ideas, people, and information. Holacracy. Decentralized management where authority is distributed across self-managed teams circles. Promotes innovation and employee autonomy. Agile organizations. Structures that emphasize speed, iteration, and responsiveness to change. Common in tech startups and software development. Organizational culture and structure. Structure and culture are interdependent. Rigid structures may foster compliance but kill creativity. Flexible structures promote innovation but may lack control. Leaders must align structure with core values, leadership style, and business strategy. Aligning structure with strategy. An organization must tailor its structure to strategy, cost leadership versus differentiation. Environment, stable versus dynamic. Size and technology. Talent and culture. Misalignment leads to inefficiencies, communication breakdowns, and underperformance. Conclusion. Organizational structure is not just a chart, it is the DNA of how work gets done. A well-designed structure enhances clarity, coordination, efficiency, and adaptability. In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, agile and dynamic structures provide a competitive edge. Managers must master both the technical aspects and human implications of structure and continuously re-evaluate design to ensure strategic alignment and operational effectiveness.